Hello and welcome everyone to your October 20th full moon in Aries flow. I'm Tamu and this is Mama Magma Yoga. It's a pleasure to have you here. Jump on whenever you feel. Join in either on the live or on YouTube later when I upload this video. So this evening, I've invited you to make a list of all of the things that are no longer serving you and that you would like to release to the universe and allow those energies to be taken by the universe and brought home and healed and composted back into the fabric of what all is around us. And I didn't describe that very well, but I hope you get my gist. Anyways, so I hope you brought that list along with you so that at the end of the class, we can do a little meditation together and maybe burn those pieces of paper. So I hope that you have a safe way to do that. I have a shell here and I have candles lit and just inviting in some sacred energy, some sacred space where we can allow ourselves to let go of the baggage we carry around. So I invite you to either do that now or to maybe watch the video later and do it at that time if you need more time to think about it, or just jump in and dream up those things, know those things, discover those things within you as we flow, and then we can still do the ceremony at the end, and you can just do that with more intention. In any case, it's lovely to have you here. Let's settle in. This full moon in Aries is something else, a lot going on, a lot of facing facing the crap within, facing the demons, facing the stuff we're holding on to, as well as a lot of potential to move forward and have energy for moving forward and for moving through and achieving things in terms of our dreams and having more energy and drive to do that. So yeah, beautiful. So I invite you to come down onto the ground. I'm sitting up on a little blanket to lift my hips a little bit. Just come on down, get comfortable. Really ground down through the sits bones. Find your comfortable seat. Sit up nice and tall through the spine. Elongate through the back of the neck. And right away, I'm going to ask you to bring the palms in front of you. We're going to practice a little mudra that is meant for releasing old patterns. It's called the Courage of the Heart mudra. I'm sorry, I can't remember the Sanskrit name all of a sudden. But it is for helping to create new patterns in your life and releasing old stagnant energy, old patterns. So palms up in front of you. And we will bring the backs of the palms together. Then we're going to interlace the index fingers, the middle fingers, and the ring fingers. Woo. So index, middle, and ring fingers are interlaced with the backs of the palms together. Then we're going to bring the pinky and the thumb together. And we'll bring that right together at our heart. So our sternum is lifting. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, relax your shoulders. Settle into the posture. Feel this energy in the hands. Feel what it signals. If you don't feel anything at all, no worries. Just be present in the moment, a little bit of yoga for the hands, a little bit of yoga for the brain. Settling in, starting to listen to the sound of our breath. And maybe you bring to mind, if you have made a list, or maybe you're just thinking of that list now and allowing yourself to dive in, bring to mind all of those things that you are willing at this time in your life to release, to let go of. What no longer serves you, not just people, not just things, but what about what's going on inside you? What patterns do you hold that you're willing to set free and release yourself from. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. On the exhale, blow out through the mouth. Send those out into the universe. Send those things away. Let them sail away on the wings of intent. Inhale in. Exhale, blow it out. Let them go, let them go, let them go, let them go. See if you can envision all of those things pouring out of your body, maybe tunneling out through the heart and being sent, shot into the universe, into the fabric of time. Take one more breath in. Exhale, settle in. Be present. Then we'll gently let go with the fingertips. Oh, I definitely feel that in my fingers. And we're going to slowly come down onto our backs. So take your time getting there. Move your blanket aside for now. Maybe we'll introduce it again later at the end of class. Come all the way down onto your back. Lie all the way down. Send the legs out long. And inhale, reach the fingertips up overhead. Really reaching, reaching, reaching. Allowing those fingertips to float up overhead. Pretend you're just getting out of bed and you're stretching one hand and then the other. Maybe you rotate the wrists and the ankles. Start to listen to the sound of your breath. Becoming more and more present, more and more intentional. What do you want from this full moon flow? What are you wanting in your life right now, as well as what you're letting go of? Let's make it a celebration. Beautiful. With fingertips reaching up overhead, we're going to walk the heels over towards the bottom left corner of the mat. So heels are walking to the bottom left corner of the mat. Then we're going to shimmy the head, neck, and shoulders over towards the top left corner of the mat. We'll grab onto the right wrist and allow ourselves to find a juicy, yummy side body stretch. Finding our banana or our crescent shape here. If you'd like to, you can cross the right ankle over the left. Take some deep breaths. Feel the skin of the side body stretch. Breathing nice and deep. Nice long breaths. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale out. Sink into the pose just a little bit more. Beautiful. Then we'll begin to walk it back through center. First the head, neck, and the shoulders, maybe. And then you start to walk the feet over. Now we're going to the bottom right corner of the mat with the heels and the top right corner of the mat with the arms, head, neck, and shoulders. Grab onto the left wrist with the right hand. Find your side body stretch. Maybe you cross the left ankle over the right. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax into the pose. You got this. Take another deep breath in. Exhale out. Beautiful. Feel the skin of the side body stretch. Become present. Let's light up some magic. Then we'll come back through center, slowly shimmying our way back to a Shavasana position. Reach the fingertips up overhead and exhale, float them down at your sides. Beautiful. Hug the right knee up into the chest. Give it a little squeeze. Hug it up nice and tight. And then we'll take that right knee with the left hand, cross it over towards the left side of the mat, coming into a supine twist. Now you can either reach the right fingertips out long beside you, taking the traditional pose, or if you'd like to, you can bend the left knee, bringing the left heel up towards the left buttock, and then you'll grab onto the left ankle with the right hand. Finding our cat pulling its tail, pose. Breathing nice and deep. Try to keep that right shoulder as close to being grounded to the mat as you can. Starting to feel this in the lower back. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Start to cultivate something. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll straighten through the left leg, bring the right knee back through center, give it a nice hug up into the chest, and then we switch. Left knee comes in, right leg goes out nice and long. We hug that left knee up into the chest. Take a deep breath in, and on an exhale, we'll grab that left knee with the right hand and begin to bring that left knee over towards the right side of the mat, stacking the left hip over the right. We either reach the left fingertips out long beside us, or we bend the right knee, bringing the right heel up towards the right buttock, and then we reach down with the left hand and grab onto the right ankle. You might need to do some adjusting here. Might be a little bit tricky to figure it out. Once you get there, it's so yummy and juicy. So we're pulling the left knee over towards the right side of the mat. We're bending the right knee and holding onto the right ankle with the left hand. Breathe nice and deep. So take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, sink that left shoulder down to the mat. Really sink into the pose. Come into this moment, into this now. Starting to get some movement going on. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll straighten through that right leg, hug the left knee back up into the chest, give it some love. And then we'll bring the right knee up to join. Beautiful. We'll bring the knees over the hips. So we're aligning the knees over the hips and then bringing them back just a little bit so that you can feel your lower back become nice and flush with the mat. Beautiful. Shins are level or parallel with the ceiling or with the floor. As much as you can make that happen. Take a deep breath in. On an exhale, engage the belly button towards the spine, engage the core muscles so that you really feel that nice engagement with the lower back to the mat. Interlace the fingertips, bring them behind the head, extending the thumbs down towards the neck. You can give yourself a little neck massage here. Beautiful. And we're just going to do some nice gentle toe taps down to the mat. Rotating between one foot and the next. So we're going to tap the right toes down. Keep the core engaged. Lift the foot back up. Tap the left toes down. Lift the foot back up. Tap the right toes down. Lift the foot back up. Tap the left toes down. Lift the foot back up. Tap the right toes down. Lift it back up. Alternate back and forth. Go in your own time here. You may pick it up if you'd like to. A little bit, but this is nice mindful movement. We're gently engaging the core. After a while, you do start to feel it, feel what's actually going on there. Beautiful. Keep it going. Another 2 times on each side. Beautiful. When you're done, hug the knees up into the chest. Give yourself a great big hug here. Really feel your back connecting with the body, with the floor, and then maybe you peel your nose up towards your knees, maybe you rock side to side. Lovely. Then we'll bring the palms to the backs of the thighs, and we'll begin to rock and roll up and down the length of our mat. Eventually, we want to rock up into a toe stand or a crouch. So maybe you need to use your hands to get you up there. Once you arrive, bring the palms to the mat. Allow the forehead to come down towards the knees and really find your tight little ball here, crouching, keeping it nice and tight, breathing nice and deep. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll drop the heels, start to straighten the legs, and slowly, slow as you can go, roll it up to mountain. Beautiful. Stand up nice and tall. Find your mountain pose. Ground down through the feet. Rotate the shoulders back. Shine the palms forward. See if you can lengthen down through the tailbone, lift through the sternum. Really find this mountain pose where your feet are really connected to the earth and the crown is lifted. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, relax the shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. On your next inhale, fingertips go down to come up. We reach up towards the heavens. Maybe you find a little bit of a back bend. And then we bring the palms together on our exhale and slice it all the way down the midline, finding our forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale for a halfway lift, sliding the palms to the tops of the thighs, hugging the elbows into the side body. Navel hugs to spine, crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. Inhale in, exhale, fold. Beautiful. We'll bring the right fingertips to the mat, just the right fingertips. Then we'll take the left fingertips and begin to trace a line up the right arm, bending through the right knee, tracing that line across our chest and reaching the left fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, float the left fingertips down. Left fingertips replace the right. We trace a line across the left arm with the right fingertips, bend through the left knee, reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens. Feel that juicy stretch in the back of the right leg now. Pull back with the right shoulder. Inhale in. Exhale, float the right fingertips down. Beautiful. Find your forward fold. Then on your next inhale, we're going to sweep the fingertips forward, bend the knees, drop the hips, rise up into our Utkatasana chair pose. So bring the weight to your heels, lengthen down through the tailbone, hug the navel to the spine, lift from the sternum. Fingertips are nice and wide. Biceps can be up by the ears, or you can drop the palms down a little bit. Just find your counterbalance, breathing nice and deep here. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you sink a little lower. And on your next inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. We're going to start flowing now. So soft bend in the knees. We'll inhale and reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift, palms to the tops of the thighs. Crown reaches forward, tailbone reaches back. We exhale and fold. Then we bring the palms to the mat or the fingertips, and we're going to lift the right leg up high, finding our standing splits, seeing if we can lift from the right inner thigh, squaring the hips, dialing the pinky toe down. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath here. And on an exhale, we'll bend through the left knee, send the right toes back, find a low lunge. Keep the back knee lifted, really extend through that right heel. Chest is shining forward, heart is shining forward. We're lifting up out of the fingertips and squeezing everything into the midline. Beautiful. Inhale in here. On an exhale, drop the right heel, straighten through the left leg. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, bow forehead towards the knee. Beautiful. Then we'll drop the left fingertips down beside the left heel and inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens, finding a Trikonasana, a triangle pose. So try to keep length in all four sides of the torso. Don't collapse down. Legs are working hard. Belly is working hard. Our transverse abdominals are working hard. We're breathing deep. Inhale in and exhale back down to your low lunge. Nice. Plant the right palm. Inhale, lift left fingertips up towards the sky. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, float them down. Beautiful. Plant the fingertips. Find some buoyancy in the right knee and step the right toes up to meet the left. Once again, finding your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Find some length, find something new. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. And exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful. Gather your bearings here for a moment. Maybe you fix your pants. Maybe you take a sip of water. Be where you're at. Stand up nice and tall. Then with soft knees, we'll inhale and reach. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Fingertips come to the mat. We bend through the right knee and we lift the left leg up towards the heavens. Finding our standing splits on this side, really lifting from the left inner thigh. If it's in your practice, you can grab onto the right leg. Be where you're at today. Dial the pinky toe down. Take one more breath here. And exhale, send the left toes back. Just the left toes. Find your low lunge. Squeeze everything into the midline. Press into the ball joint of this right foot. Really extend through the left leg. Take an inhale in. On the exhale, we will plant the left heel and straighten the right leg. If you need to, walk that left foot in a little bit. Inhale to look forward. Exhale to find your modified pyramid. On your next inhale, we'll set the right fingertips down behind the right heel and inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the heavens. Finding our Trikonasana on this side. Legs are working hard. Torso's working hard. You can also bring the hand to the shin. Breathe nice and deep. Don't give up. Pull back with that left shoulder. One more inhale in. And on an exhale, we'll float those left fingertips down, bend through the right knee, pivot on the back foot. Once again, find our low lunge. Plant the left palm. Inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the sky. Find your twist, really pull back with that right shoulder. Maybe you smile. And exhale, float those fingertips down. Beautiful. Plant the fingertips, find some buoyancy in the back knee, and we'll step that foot up to meet the right. Find your forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Find some length, find something new, and exhale to fold. Root to rise. Inhale, reach for the skies. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Find your mountain pose. Allow yourself to become present. See how the body's feeling, what that movement is creating. Wonderful. And we'll find soft knees, fingertips go down to come up. We reach up towards the heavens, and we exhale for a forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Fingertips come to the mat. We step one foot back and then the other, finding a plank pose. And then we gently drop the knees to the mat and allow our sits bones to come back onto the heels, finding a thunderbolt pose. So sit up nice and tall. First of all, let's just ground ourselves into being here. Maybe you need to bring a towel or something behind the knees if this pose isn't very accessible to you. So just find your thunderbolt. Bring the palms to the tops of the thighs. Lengthen up through the crown. Let's take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, let's relax those shoulders away from the ears. Beautiful. Become present here. Find that danda or that staff in the back of the neck and all the way down the spine. See if you can ground into this moment. And if you close your eyes, we'll flutter the eyelashes open. And on an inhale, we'll reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. And on an exhale, we'll bow forward, crawling the fingertips out front. Finding a modified child's pose with the knees together. On your next inhale, we'll slide on through like we're sliding into home. Allow the pelvis to come to the mat. We rise up with the chest, find a cobra. Exhale, we bow the forehead to the mat. Beautiful. Curl the toes under. On an inhale, we push up to a top of a push-up and send the hips up high and back to a downward facing dog. First downward dog of the practice, so let's pedal it out for a moment here, finding length in all four sides of the torso, sending those sits bones up towards the heavens. Then we'll inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, and exhale, bend that right knee, bring it all the way up and through, step the right toes up between the palms. Find a low lunge. Beautiful. Shine that heart forward, crown lifts. Sorry, my mic has come away from my hands here. Heart is shining forward, crown lifts. We squeeze everything into the midline, really press into that right foot. Then we plant the left palm and inhale, reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, float them down. Beautiful. Plant the palms. Step the right foot back. Find your plank. Lower the knees. Lift the feet. Then we'll take an inhale in. And on an exhale, we'll bring chest and chin to the mat. Sit bones are up towards the heavens. Then we slide on through, bringing the feet to the mat, rising the chest up, finding a cobra. And exhale, bowing the forehead to the mat. Curl the toes under. Press up to all fours or top of a push-up. And then make your way to a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Plant the right heel and inhale, lift the left leg high. Really feel yourself lift from that left inner thigh. Inhale in and exhale, bend that left knee, bring it all the way up and through. Upper body's in plank. Then we step the left toes up between the palms. Find our low lunge. Beautiful. Back knee can be lowered or lifted. Yogi's choice. Shine that heart forward. Stack front knee over front ankle. Then we'll plant the right palm and inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. And exhale, float them down. Plant the palms, step the left toes back, find your plank pose. Lower the knees, lift the toes, inhale in. Exhale, bend the elbows, bring chest and chin to the mat, then slide it on through, bringing the tops of the feet to the mat, rising up through the torso, allowing the chest to shine forward on an inhale, cobra. Exhale, bow the forehead to the mat. Beautiful. Curl the toes under, push up to all fours, and allow the sits bones to come back to the heels. Perhaps you come off the toes, coming back into your modified child's pose. Beautiful. In your next inhale, we'll rise up, finding our thunderbolt. Send the fingertips up towards the heavens. And exhale, hands to heart. Wonderful. Take a moment here to see how the body feels. Take some deep breaths. How did that go for you? Were you able to flow with it? Was it jerky? Where is your body at? Take another deep breath in. Exhale, relax those shoulders. On your next inhale, reach the fingertips up towards the heavens. Exhale, float them down. Find your modified child's pose, really reaching with the fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. On your next inhale, slide on through, coming forward with the chest and the chin, allowing the pelvis to come to the mat. We rise up into cobra, heart shines forward, crown lifts, and we exhale, bow the forehead to the mat. Beautiful. Curl the toes under, push up to all fours, or to a plank. And then we send it up high and back. We find our downward facing dog. You got this. Drop the left heel. Inhale, lift the right leg high. Lift from that right inner thigh. Exhale, bend that right knee. Bring it all the way up and through into your plank position, hugging knee to nose. Then we step that right foot up between the palms. Back knee can be lowered or lifted. Find your low lunge, stack front knee over front ankle. Keep it lifted if you want a little bit more heat. Then we plant the left palm. We inhale and reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. Exhale, float those fingertips down. Plant the palms, step the right toes back, find your plank. Then we'll lower the knees, lift the toes, take an inhale in. And on the exhale, we'll bow chin and chest to the mat. Then we'll slide it on through, bringing the pelvis and the feet down. Rise up to a cobra on an inhale. And exhale, bow that forehead to the mat. Curl the toes under, push up to all fours or to a plank, and then send the hips up high and back to a downward facing dog. Beautiful. Drop the right heel. Inhale, lift the left leg high. Exhale, bring that knee all the way up to the nose. Upper body's in plank. Step the left toes up between the palms. Find your low lunge. Step front knee over front ankle. Back knee can be lowered or lifted. Yogi's choice. Mix and match. Drop the right palm. Inhale, lift the left fingertips up towards the heavens. Really pull back with that left shoulder. Inhale in again. Exhale, float the fingertips down. Plant the palms. Lift the back knee if you lowered it. Step the left toes back. Plank pose. Inhale in here. Exhale, lower the knees. Lift the toes. Inhale in again. And on an exhale, bend the elbows, lower chest and chin to the earth, and slide it on through, bringing the pelvis and the feet to the mat. Then we rise it up to cobra on an inhale. And we exhale to bow the forehead down. Push up to all fours or to plank. And then lower those knees. Send the hips back to the heels. Allow the forehead to come to the mat. Find your own private little love cave here. Breathing nice and deep. Then on your next inhale, we'll slowly come back, rising up to our thunderbolt pose. Reach the fingertips up to the heavens on an inhale. And exhale, hands to heart. Take a moment here, close the eyes. Lengthen up through the spine. Find your breath. Feel your heartbeat. Beautiful. Then flutter the eyelashes open, and we'll walk the palms out in front of us. Curl the toes under. Send the hips up high and back for a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here and a long breath out. Then we'll bend the knees generously, and bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Inhale to look forward and exhale to slowly and kindly make your way to the top of the mat. Eventually we will meet in a forward fold. Bring the feet together, really together. Allow the head to go bow forward. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Inhale, root to rise. Send the fingertips up towards the heavens. And exhale, hands to heart. Beautiful. Breathing nice and deep. Find your mountain pose. See if you can feel like a cord lifting you up through the top of the head, and that sort of allows you to elongate a little bit more, finding a little bit more length through the back of the neck and down through the spine, even in the legs. Beautiful. Soft knees. Inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the heavens. Exhale, slice it down the midline. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Wonderful. We're going to bring the right fingertips out in front of us by about 6 or 8 inches. So the right fingertips come out in front of the right toes by about 6 or 8 inches. I'm going to back up here. Feet are really nice and together. We're engaging now through the spine, engaging now through the legs. And we're going to use both fingertips on the ground to lift the left leg up towards the sky. Don't worry about lifting it into standing splits, but you're bringing it parallel with the earth, with the floor. Then we'll begin to open through the hips, allowing those hips to rotate open as we sort of rise up a little bit here onto the right fingertips. Left fingertips are now probably floating. We're opening through the hips. We're just balancing here. We're practicing with our balance. Gaze is straight down. Then we'll slowly see if we can reach those left fingertips up towards the heavens, finding our half moon pose. Breathing nice and deep. Maybe those left fingertips come to the hips. Maybe left thumb comes to the sternum. Be where you're at today. Keep that gaze down if you need it. Try to lift up out of the right fingertips. You're not crashing. Imagine a nice long line from crown all the way to the left heel. Nice length, lifting, really lifting from the outer edge of this left leg now. You want to challenge yourself. You can look up or out. Challenge your balance. Take one more deep breath here. And on an exhale, we'll float the left fingertips down. Send the left heel up towards the heavens, finding a standing splits for a moment. And then exhale, bring the left foot to the mat. Beautiful. Forward fold. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Root to rise. Inhale, lift it up. Palms kiss together, and we exhale, hands down to the heart. Nicely done. I hope you gave it your best go. Soft knees. Inhale to reach. Exhale to slice it down the midline. Maybe you smile. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Now we're going to try this on the other side. So we're going to bring the left fingertips about 6 inches in front of the left toes. And we're going to sort of bend through the left leg and allow ourselves to lift the right leg up towards the sky. So we've got both palms, fingertips on the mat, but we're more concerned about the left fingertips in front of the left foot. Then we'll begin to open up the hips, rotating the right toes up and allowing the right hand to sort of dangle above the earth. We're opening the hips here. Our gaze is straight down. Beautiful. Maybe you start to reach those right fingertips up towards the heavens. Taking some weight out of the left fingertips. Maybe you keep your gaze straight down. Maybe you turn it out or up, challenging your balance. Really lifting from the outer right thigh. All parts of that right leg are engaged. Press through that right heel. Nice long line from crown all the way down the spine, all the way down the leg to the right heel. Breathing nice and deep. Take another deep breath in. And on the exhale, we'll float the left fingertips down, coming to our standing splits, lifting that right leg as high as it will go. And then we set it down, coming back to our forward fold. Beautiful. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale to bow. Once again, fingertips come to the mat, and we walk the feet as wide as the yoga mat, toes spilling off the edge. Then we'll slowly allow the hips to drop, coming down into our yogic squat. Maybe you need to stay up on the toes. More of a froggy situation here. Depends on your knees, depends on your hips. Be where you're at today. If you can come down into the full expression, bring the palms together at the heart, press the elbows into the knees and the knees into the elbows. See if you can ground down through all four corners of the feet. You're not leaning on the inside or the outside. Try to find some nice balance and some length through the spine. Grounding down into our roots, tapping into our roots, tapping into our sense of home, our sense of survival. Beautiful. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale out. Then we'll swim the fingertips around behind us. Come down onto our seat. Send the legs out long. Toes are pointing up towards the heavens. We're engaging through the legs. Thighs are connecting with the earth. We're really finding that nice long line from crown to tail. Finding that danda. Palms are on the thighs. Sit up nice and tall. Rotate the shoulders away from the ears. Lift from the sternum. On your next inhale, reach those fingertips up towards the heavens. Really reach, reach, reach. And on an exhale, bend the knees. Begin to fold forward, bringing the palms to the outside of the feet or onto the shins or onto the mat. Find your version. Lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the crown. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to bow the forehead towards the knees. You can keep the knees as bent as you need to. If it's in your practice, you can straighten them. Finding your own personal space here, like really coming inward. Maybe you close your eyes. You keep that breath nice and deep. Beautiful. Coming present here, being where you're at today with your forward fold. Maybe it's here, maybe it's here. Wherever it's at, it's perfect. You are perfect. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, maybe you fold a little bit more. And your next inhale will walk the fingertips back towards the torso, starting to sit up nice and tall. And we'll bend the right knee, just the right knee, bringing the right foot to the outside of the left knee. Beautiful. Ground down through all four corners of this right foot. We'll inhale and reach the left fingertips up towards the heavens, and exhale, bring the outside of that left arm to the outside of the right thigh. We swim the right fingertips around behind us, and they touch the mat, they kiss the mat as we use them to help us sit up nice and tall. Inhaling for length, really pushing into this left elbow into the right knee or thigh. We inhale and sit up nice and tall, and we exhale to journey into our twist, looking past the right shoulder. Breathing nice and deep. Inhaling for length, exhaling to twist. No need to torque it. One more breath. Inhale for length, exhale to twist. Beautiful. Come back through center, unwinding, sending that right leg out long, and we bend the left leg. Bring the left leg in. We bring the left foot to the outside of the right knee. Sit up nice and tall. See if you can sit from or lift from the pelvic floor. Then we inhale and reach the right fingertips up towards the heavens, and exhale, bring the outside of that right arm or elbow to the outside of the left knee or thigh. Swim the left fingertips around behind. They kiss the mat. We use them to help us sit up nice and tall on an inhale, and on an exhale, we journey into our twist. Inhaling for length, exhaling to twist. Beautiful. Another breath here. Inhaling in, exhaling to twist. Wonderful. Then we'll unravel, uncross the legs. Send the right leg out long. We'll slowly roll it down to a flat back position. Beautiful, feels so good. And right away, we'll hug those knees up into the chest. Find some yummy movement here. Maybe you peel the nose up to the knees, rock side to side. Find some organic movement. Feel your heart really connecting with the mat, the back of the ribs connecting to the mat. Then we'll bring the feet to the mat, knees shining up towards the heavens, walking the heels up towards the sits bones and reaching the fingertips down towards the heels. Hug the knees to the midline. On your next inhale, begin to lift the sits bones up towards the heavens, engaging glutes, lifting those sits bones nice and high, knees shooting forward, gaze is straight up and back. Try to loosen the neck. If you'd like a little bit more, you can interlace the fingertips behind the tailbone, press the arms down into the mat. Find an open-hearted bridge pose here, breathing nice and deep. One more deep breath in. On an exhale, we'll release the fingertips and slowly start to roll it down, coming all the way back down through the staircase of the spine. Eventually, we land on the sacrum. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in here and allow yourself to just become present. Maybe you open the feet as wide as the yoga mat. Allow the knees to fall into center. Allow the body to feel the effects of the movement, the effects of the practice. Becoming very present here in this now. Where's your energy at now compared to when you started the practice? Allowing the breath to slow, come back to normal. Finding the peace we've created for ourselves. Peace that the movement has created within us. And we'll slowly walk the feet back in towards midline. Allow the knees to fall to one side, any side, it doesn't matter. We're slowly pushing ourselves back up to a seated position. Maybe we find our blanket or our bolster, bring it back into play. Now, if you brought a list of things you'd like to let go of with you today, and also complementing that maybe with your list of things you're open to, that you're ready to accept into your life, maybe you hop up and grab them now. I set mine to the side over here, so I'm going to come and grab it. Now, I would love to hear what you came up with. If you're willing to share, you can post below this live stream on Facebook, or you can just send me a message, or you can post underneath the YouTube video when it's up. But if we wanted to share what we're all feeling and going through and realizing about ourselves, it might be wonderful to feel like we're not all alone. And it would be interesting to see what everybody's going through and what we're dealing with and where the similar themes are, what's happening in the subconscious of our communities, that kind of thing. So I'm going to read you mine so that you can hear where I've been at today. And actually, I was saying before the class, I posted a little video onto Facebook saying that this sort of took me off guard. I went to do the practice to write out where I'm at, and it was a lot deeper than I thought it was going to go. And it was actually a beautiful experience. It just sort of poured out of me. So I'm excited to share it with you, and also a little humbled and, you know, a little shy and all of that kind of stuff. But I think this is really important for us to acknowledge what we're ready to release, because we can go throughout life with carrying all of this baggage around. And if we're not being aware of what's shifting in us energetically, we can become frustrated when things don't work out for us, stuff doesn't move, our intentions don't happen. But if we become aware of what it is we're carrying around with us, those subconscious patterns, those things that we don't think about on a daily basis, but we know that they're there, and we know that they need to move, and we know that they need to heal, but we're not doing anything about it. Those things can really hold us back in life and not allow for new change, as we all probably know. So what I wrote down was things that no longer serve me, what I am ready to let go of. Low self-esteem or playing small. I'm sure you can identify with that. Negative self-talk. That's a big one for me. I really am hard on myself, and I'm tired of playing that game with myself. Blaming others or the world. And I like to think that I'm not that kind of person, but I was thinking about it today, and yeah, I do make excuses. I do, when stuff goes wrong, it's really easy to point fingers instead of looking within. Fear in general. I want to let go of fear. I'm tired of what fear can bring up, not just in terms of the world, but in terms of allowing my own magnificence to shine. And that's a big one for me as well. Victimhood, playing the victim. Yeah, that one cuts deep. Sure that you can feel like the slice happens down. Why don't we just spill the guts all over the place, right? And last one is, but not least, believing I don't deserve to be paid for my services, knowledge, or expertise. Now, this is one that's been running through my life as a theme for a very long time. I am getting close to 50. I think it's about time to let it go and allow prosperity to happen in my life from my passions and what I want to gift the world. The two don't need to be exclusive or separate from each other. But then, what do I want to embrace? So I'm adding this because I also want to be open to energies and allow my imagination, my heart connection, my dharma, all of that to be at play too, and to invite the good in while I'm letting go of what no longer serves me. Prosperity, connection, creativity, co-creation, my knowing, my inner knowing, and my strength, my connection to source or to that greater good, that higher intelligence, whatever you want to call it, universe, source, self, God, whatever it is, I want more connection to that. My sense of safety and my sense of right purpose, being in alignment with who I am and what needs to happen in my life right now. I want to be open to growth in general and to a new story. So let go of the old story, let in the new. So those are mine. I hope that you share yours either below the YouTube video or below this live video on Facebook. I would love to hear where you're at, and let's start a discussion and see if we can help each other out, lift each other up, and acknowledge and recognize and honor one another. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to fold this up. Someone said on TikTok, I think you're supposed to fold to the left and then down, but I could be wrong about that. So if you know that folding pattern, can you remind me? I'd love to remember. Anyway, so I've folded it a couple of times. I'm going to use my shell here as a safe way to burn it. Letting go of what no longer serves me and inviting in the new story, the new, just the new. Let's do something different, right? So I don't know if you can see my little shell. I wonder if my husband would kill me if he saw this. I'm burning stuff in the house. I love you, honey. Anyways, happy full moon in Aries. Happy Hunter's Moon. However you celebrate, whatever you do to bring in bring in magic, and to maybe you go howl at the moon, maybe you go and play with some water. Whatever you do, I send you love. I send you heartfelt energy. I hope you enjoyed this evening's class. Please keep your eyes peeled on the Mama Magma Facebook page, my website, and my Instagram for more offerings. I've got some stuff in the works, and I'm excited to tell you about it. I'm probably going to launch it tomorrow, and you'll be able to see a free offering that I'm providing everyone. And I hope that you join me. It'll be awesome. It'll be super fantastic. And yeah, so join along if you'd like to. All you have to do is sign up on my website, mamamagmayoga.com. Once again, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me for this practice. Happy full moon. I love you so much. I'll see you soon, I hope. Let's take a deep breath in together. Exhale, bring thumbs to third eye. We bow to each other. The light in me honors, cherishes, and is in awe of the light in you. Namaste.